In this video, we're going to go over the first Bitcoin ETF ever created. It's called BITO, B-I-T-O. This ETF is a ETF that is futures based. It does not buy actual Bitcoins. So it makes it a little unique, and it was able to get by different type of regulation in the past that was holding back Bitcoin because the futures market is different. It's regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and not the SEC. So they were able to start this Bitcoin ETF back in October of 2021. And since this ETF was created, it has paid out an amazing dividend that's actually has grown to levels that is just unprecedented. And so we want to discuss in this video why we think BITO is the best dividend play in the markets today, period. It's no other underlining, there's no other ETF, there's no other stock that is providing this type of dividend play, especially when you marry options to it. These options on BITO are pretty robust. They have weekly options, and most big dividend plays don't have weekly options. So what we're going to do is break down an article that we created on DorianTrader.com. We're going to discuss it and kind of help you understand the unique money possibility or money opportunity that you have right now playing BITO. The price is, the absolute dollar per share is small, but the return is amazing and the options are amazing. So you don't want to fast forward this video. You don't want to not listen to all of this video because you're going to be doing yourself a disservice in how much money you can be making on a monthly basis with the dividend at the very least using BITO. So before we jump into that though, I want to point out who I am and why you should be listening to me. My name is O'Brien, and I have been trading the markets since I was a senior in high school. I got introduced to the markets by an economics teacher, and from there I knew that I wanted to be a part of these markets. So if you fast forward several years, I eventually became a registered investment advisor and held the license 65 for registered investment advisors and license 3 for commodity pool operators. I needed those licenses because I ran a volatility hedge fund for a decade, and I'm now the CEO of the Dorian Trader. We teach individuals and in groups people how to trade options and how to do it to supplement their income or make it their primary source of income. So we hope that you decide to check us out. We have a discount code in the description area. It's YouTube. Just check out the description area. If you click on that link, you can go to our website. You'll get a 3-month trial on our trading club of our trading club, and you can cancel anytime. We look forward to working with you and showing you how we differentiate ourselves from all other type of mentors out there and how you can learn things similar to what we're going to discuss right now on this BITO dividend play. All right, so let's jump into this. We are on DorianTrader.com. If you go there and you click on our resources, then click on blog, and you'll be able to see our blogs here. And it's going to populate here. And then you just want to find the BITO dividend play, what we call the best in the market. Okay, so we're going to click on this, and then we're just going to go through it, and I'm going to comment on some parts. So BITO dividend play, the best in the market. We really believe this, but it is a question mark. It is up for debate. So we want to hear your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Investors are always on the lookout for high yield opportunities. And the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, BITO, B-I-T-O, the first Bitcoin ETF, has entered the spotlight as one of the most intriguing dividend plays available. Is the BITO dividend play the best in the market? So we have to keep presenting that question. Is BITO the best dividend play in the market? Here at the Dorian Trader, we believe so, especially when you marry a certain option strategy to it. With a staggering annual dividend yield exceeding 50% at the time of this writing, BITO is outpacing well-known income ETFs like the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF, JEPI, and the JP Morgan NASDAQ Equity Premium Income ETF, JEPQ, both of which offer around 10% annual yields. While 10% is impressive, a yield north of 50% is extraordinary. However, high yields often come with risk, which should prompt investors to proceed with caution. In BITO's case, the risk-reward equation depends largely on your belief in Bitcoin's long-term potential and the ETF's management strategy. So it's important to understand that all ETFs are managed by a fund manager, which has their team, and ETFs do have risks of going out of business because of the fund manager managing the fund or the ETF inappropriately or incorrectly or poorly. So some ETFs have risks, so all ETFs have risks. It's very small for stuff like SPY, which was the first ETF ever created, but some ETFs can go out of business. One of the most famous ones was a Russian ETF. It went out of business when Russia invaded Ukraine. Right? So an ETF can go out of business because it's managed by someone. An ETF is like a mutual fund that trades like a stock. All mutual funds have a manager. All ETFs have a manager. So it's risk involved there. So let's continue. BITO's high yield appeal. BITO's current monthly dividend payout is $1.11 per share. For every 100 shares, investors receive $111 monthly, equating to an annual yield of over 50%. If you go to a platform like Thinkorswim, it's going to give you a yield. And so right now it's saying about a little over 53%. It's giving about $1.11 for every share that you own. That is amazingly impressive. Amazingly impressive. So to put this into perspective, owning 1,000 shares would generate $1,110 in monthly income. This level of passive income has the potential to be life-changing for many investors, offering consistent and significant cash flow. What enables BITO to pay such a high dividend? So what enables BITO to pay this dividend? We have a couple of articles like this on our site here. But let's break this down. Unlike traditional ETFs, BITO is a futures-based Bitcoin ETF. Instead of holding Bitcoin directly, it invests in Bitcoin futures contracts, earning income from the price differences in these contracts. Additionally, BITO holds short-term U.S. Treasury securities to generate yield and engages in swap trades to sustain its monthly dividend payments. So BITO uses futures contracts. It puts its cash in treasuries, short-term treasuries, and it does daily swaps, daily future swaps with Societe Generale. So let me break that down here. So if we go over here, this is the ProShares kind of brochure of BITO. You can get this by doing a Google search. So if we go down here, you can see this is the growth you would have had since the inception of BITO. If you had $10,000, you'll basically have about $14,000 here. And so does that dividend reflect the growth that people see in Bitcoin itself? It does when you factor in that dividend. It is very, very close. So for example here, when this was published on 11/30 of 2024, Bitcoin was near all-time highs. And you can see that year to date at this time, BITO was up 115%, almost 116%. Okay? The 1 year return was over 137% if you include the dividend distributions. And you can see that right here. So if you go down here and you look at the holdings, so Bitcoin holds futures contracts. It also participates in futures daily roll swaps with Societe Generale. This is the kind of the third party, that party that they are trading against, so that second party. They're doing treasury bills. They have over $1 billion, $1.3 billion in treasuries. This is how they are assisting with paying out that monthly dividend with swaps, futures contracts, and short-term treasuries. Now let's continue. Is BITO's dividend sustainable? The sustainability of BITO's dividend depends on two primary factors. One, Bitcoin's long-term growth. The ETF success is tied to the performance and an adoption of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues to gain acceptance as a digital asset, BITO could remain a lucrative investment. Now, most of us believe Bitcoin is going to be around for a long, long time. Does it have risk of going away? Yes, but that's very, very small now. It's been adapted by the world now. It's a household type of asset. So I believe Bitcoin is going to be around for at least the foreseeable future. So that provides stability for the Bitcoin ETF, the BITO. Okay, that provides stability. Now, number two, BITO's management team has demonstrated strong execution in purchasing treasuries and executing swaps. This level of expertise is critical to maintain its high dividend payout. For cautious investors, there are strategies to mitigate potential risks while still benefiting from BITO's remarkable dividend. We'll talk about this later regarding option strategies. The Dorian Trader advantage. Now, I want you to understand that we understand its risks in trading BITO as a dividend play. Yeah, it's been giving out a consistent high dividend month after month, but just like Bitcoin itself, it can drop significantly, and it has since its inception in 2021. So let's talk about the Dorian Trader advantage. At the Dorian Trader, we have developed a safer way to capitalize on BITO's dividend potential by leveraging option strategies. This approach aims to protect your principal investment in case of sudden market downturns, whether due to Bitcoin volatility or challenges with BITO's management team. Our approach involves using options to generate consistent income while safeguarding your initial capital. This is important. It's important to safeguard your initial principal, your initial capital in BITO. So if BITO drops 50%, you don't want your principal to drop 50%. It's ways to protect your principal. This method is particularly effective with BITO because of its unique characteristics: a low absolute stock price and a robust weekly options. A low absolute stock price and robust weekly options. This is unheard of for high dividend plays. This is unheard of for high dividend plays. You can't get this robust options, weekly options, even monthly robust options using JEPI or JEPQ. It's just not possible. These features enable the execution of strategies that provide high yields while minimizing risk. By comparison, ETFs like JEPI and JEPQ lack the options flexibility needed to achieve similar results without exposing investors to significant risk. Why BITO stands out. BITO's combination of high dividend yield and options trading potential makes it a rare gem in the ETF market. While other income-focused ETFs offer steady returns, BITO provides a unique opportunity to achieve exceptional yields without compromising principal safety if approached strategically. Joining Dorian Trader's Trading Club gives you access to expert guidance on how to maximize your returns with BITO. How to maximize your returns with your BITO dividend play while managing risk effectively. Our strategies are designed to help you collect dividends consistently and build a reliable source of passive income. BITO represents a groundbreaking opportunity for dividend investors who believe in long-term potential of Bitcoin. So if you believe, as we said earlier, if you believe in Bitcoin, that it's going to be around for a long period of time, then BITO can be an amazing dividend play for a long time. While its high yield is enticing, it's essential to approach this investment with a clear strategy to manage risk. By leveraging option strategies, investors can unlock BITO's full potential without exposing themselves to undue risk. This is making sure your principal stays intact. You do not want to lose a significant portion of your principal. That mitigates the dividend then. You do not want that to be the case. If you're ready to take advantage of our experience with BITO dividend play, learn more at Dorian Trader. Start building a smarter, safer dividend strategy today. So join us. Look in the description area of this video. Use that link. It'll give you an amazing discount over the next 3 months to try us out. You can cancel it anytime, like we said. But regardless if you do that or not, you want to learn about BITO. This is an amazing dividend play that you do not want to sleep on. Don't do a disservice to yourself and not look into this at the very least. We thank you for watching this video. We hope to see you in the next one. For now, happy trading.